Hey, so I hope you don't mind that I'm replying with a video, but I agree with your sentiment. I do understand that it's frustrating, and we've heard her say she was going to go get help many, many times. And I think in that moment, she genuinely means it, but more importantly to her, she's trying to appease whoever she's talking to. She wants them to think that she's going to do something responsible for once. And, you know, a part of me and a lot of other creators who are spreading this, you know, the fact that she's scamming essentially, and spreading awareness about that fact. There's a small part, albeit very small, that has hope. As a human being, we want her to be better. But, a lot of people don't know that there's a group of ladies on here, from what I understand, or a group of people, I don't know if they're male or female or what have you, but they're intentionally giving her money and fueling her habit so they have content or something to talk about. They like to watch her spiral. They think it's bringing them something to talk about. And like I'm talking about it and I'm getting views and acknowledgement and stuff like that, but I'm not getting any monetary gain, and it's never been my intention. But it's important to remember that she is a human being. I understand that we're sick of hearing her say what she thinks everybody wants to hear her say. She uses people. She verbally assaults people online all the time based on getting donations or not getting donations. And all of these different cash apps that she's setting up, when she gives people these different cash app names, these aren't people just trying to help her. These are rug dealers. So as soon as anybody sends any money, she can go directly to the person, like, hey, they just cash app me whatever, and she can get whatever. And that's very frustrating, and people have called her out. In fact, there's a video on here where a man was saying, like, this is you, and she's like, yeah, this is me. And she's like, he goes, you're not an African American, and I guarantee you don't have two big pit bulls and blah blah blah. And she's like, that's me, I promise. Whatever, we all know what she's doing. She wants the money to go directly to the plug, and then thus further fueling her addiction. But now, like I said, I'm not like angry at this comment because I understand the thought process behind it. However, just on a human level, I think there's a lot of us, a lot of people like me who genuinely want to see her help. I could care less about views and engagement and all those things if she actually went to rehab and tried to do better, because as somebody who's went through it, it is a terrifying process. It is absolutely terrifying because, first of all, you're going to lose all of your friends and everything that's familiar to you because you surround yourself with like-minded people when you're heavily in addiction. And then, like for me, when I first sat down in the rehab for the first time, and once everybody left, I cried hysterically because I was terrified. Because not only do you have to, you need to change your whole life. Everybody that you're dealing with, you can't go back and hang with the same people. Like they say in rehab, you can only hang around with at the hair salon before you eventually end up getting a haircut, or whatever the fuck the saying is. So, and then, and the scary part for me, after coming to terms and going through detox and whatever, you have to learn to process and deal with all of your emotions without having any kind of shield, any kind of chemicals to help, cope or what have you. And it's very scary. So I don't blame her for being scared, but I do hate the manipulation and the lies and the constant expressing the severity of her life and the severity of her situations are so far and extreme. So give me money, but then that money just goes and fuels a habit, and it's just an endless cycle. And that's what that in itself is an addiction. Her coming on TikTok live and getting, doing whatever she has to do to get money is a part of the addiction. It's a part of the whole routine. And as sad as it is, it's just reality. And I don't think she's a great person. I don't think she's, anything. But at the same time, because I'm an addict and I know what it feels like to be scared and to be hated and to be judged and to feel lonely and just to feel ugly and empty from the inside out. It's a feeling that I'm very familiar with. So I understand whatever, but she needs to stop lying about it. And just stop telling people what they want to hear. There was a video, I have to find it and do a reaction to it, because she talks, it's like she has a moment of clarity, and she expresses a whole bunch of shit that I was actually quite impressed to see and hear come out of her mouth. I'll have to find it and do it, because that video in itself was probably her just saying what she thinks everybody wants to hear, but the clarity in her thought process was on such a different level. It was nice to see. So she knows what she needs to do, and I believe she can do it. It's getting the gumption up to just say, fuck it, I'm done. And until she's done, she'll never be done. I mean, it sounds stupid, but it's that simple. You know, you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and that's ultimately where I was. I just, fuck the rehabs, fuck the whatever. I was just done. And she's addicted to this whole facade, this whole thing, coming online, getting the money, and of course the rugs. So I don't know. I still have hope. I want her to get better. I think a lot of us want her to get better. A lot of us are just expressing frustration, you know, and a lot of us understand on a personal level what it's like to be in addiction and unfortunate situations and things like that. So anyways, yeah. So until the next one. Bye, guys.